All right, hello again, everybody. Uh, so I'm back again, and we're gonna start off with another random hit. Let's see. Please don't forget to thumbs up the program. Trying to see. Okay, here it is.
Hola, soy Iván de Fine Legal. Si tuviste un accidente de auto, no es momento de improvisar. Una mala decisión.
Okay, come on.
Una serenata con nuestro amor. Hoy te quiero a mi lado. Cuando sale, cuando sale el sol de sol. Una lágrima por tu amor. Hoy te quiero a mi lado.
All right, wait a minute. Hang on a second. Okay, I'm here. I'm here once again. Now, I want to take a look at this. Hotel maliciously bans ICE agents, and this happened.
Imagine you're a federal agent sent to Minneapolis to clean up a cartel problem. And the first resistance you hit isn't from the criminals. It's from the front desk of a Hampton Inn. ICE agents showed up to get a well-deserved good night's rest from catching the bad guys and protecting our streets. But then, when woke hotel workers discover who they are, suddenly their government-issued reservations are mysteriously and irrevocably canceled. ICE agents banned, while illegal aliens are welcome. But what happened next is going to blow you away. Hey gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your major professor, celebrating yet another day in the Trumpian golden age that you made possible back in November 2024. So if you want a front row seat on how you continue to change the world in ways you never even imagined, make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. I don't know how many of you have been following a story that could easily be titled Bud Light, the Hotel Edition. A Hampton Inn by Hilton in Lakeville, Minnesota, canceled reservations after realizing the guests were ICE and DHS law enforcement. Independent journalist Nick Sorter went to the location himself and confirmed that the hotel staff did precisely that. What agency is it for? Using the government.
The Department of Homeland Security.
So we're not accepting people from immigration, ICE agents, DHS into our property. That's just our management ownership.
Okay, I thought that changed today. Was that?
I just talked to my the owner of the building, and he didn't say there hadn't been any changes. So
okay.
Yeah, it's just policy. You know that.
Yeah, I mean that's not your fault. Totally get that.
Now, according to emails posted by DHS and ICE, Staff told federal bookers, we are not allowing any ICE or immigration agents to stay at our property. If you are with DHS or immigration, let us know, as we will have to cancel your reservation. Now, DHS Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin did not mince words. She accused Hilton of launching a coordinated campaign in Minneapolis to refuse service to DHS law enforcement, and asked why Hilton was siding with murderers and rapists over the men and women tasked with enforcing immigration law. Now, let's stop here for a second. This propensity among progressives to turn law enforcement into the criminals and criminals into victims, this inversion of reality stems from something called critical criminology. You've heard of critical race theory, CRT, right? CRT sees the world as comprised of two groups. It's a binary of oppressors versus oppressed. And you know who belongs to which group based on the color of their skin. So if you're white, you're by definition oppressor. If you're non-white, you're by
it's Specs Appeal. Hello, Specs Appeal. Yeah, I'm just taking a look at something really random at the moment. But hang on. All right. Yeah, so this is something from Dr. Steve Turley TV. Hotel maliciously bans ICE agents, then this happened.
definition oppressed. That's CRT. Well, CRT is based on a more fundamental ideology known as critical studies, which applies
I'm going to get something else to eat real quick, but I'll let it play.
that oppressor-oppressed binary to literally everything in life, including criminology. So they see crime as a social construct weaponized by power structures rather than as an objective moral category made up of bad guys trying to hurt people. So what's so essential here is that this framework doesn't even remotely emerge from empirical observation of crime statistics or victimization patterns or data or anything like that. It comes from radical ideological pre-commitments about oppression, power, and the state. So that's why progressives are always inverting the whole of reality. Under the guise of critical studies, criminals are now the victims, and the enforcers of the law are actually the criminals. It's a literal satanic inversion of reality, but it's frankly, it's what every single one of our college students are being taught today, even in red states. It's infested our K-12 classrooms. Critical theory is literally everywhere. And you're taught that it's virtuous to embrace that inversion. And that's what these hotel owners and that young fellow at the counter appear to have imbibed. Now, Hilton's first move after this was...
Please don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Edna, hello, Edna. Yeah, Edna, I saw your you sing earlier. You did a really good job.
This was made public was classic corporate damage control. Okay, blame the franchise. All right, they immediately distanced themselves from Lakeville Hampton. They stressed that Lakeville Hampton Inn is independently owned, that this wasn't Hilton Values, and that they were investigating. And so, in the meantime, the sort of in-between management company, Everpeak Hospitality, rushed out a statement, no doubt under pressure by Hilton, claiming that the issue had been resolved and that they absolutely do not discriminate. They love everybody and everyone's welcome to their hotels. Just one problem. That video, that Nick Sorter video that I just played for you, that was after the management company Everspeak issued their statement. Take a look.
Okay, so this is Everpeak, though, and they said Everpeak Hospitality has moved swiftly to address this matter as it was inconsistent
Hello, Edna.
with our policy of being able
You're welcome,
place for
Edna.
all. We are in touch with the impacted guests to ensure they are accommodated without discriminating against any individuals or agencies and apologize to those impacted. Yeah, we are. It's kind of. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised. I thought we were good to go. Like I said, not everybody with DHS is immigration. That's just.
Right. Yeah, I get that. But
it's also fraud investigation. I guess we'll just say as well.
Yeah, but
okay. No problem at all. Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No problem. Not your fault.
In this video, we will demonstrate two-component polyurethane grouting, a procedure used to densify shallow soils.
If you've been wanting to get into crypto investing but have been turned off by its volatility, I want to introduce you to your new best friend. Meet Block Trust IRA. They have a super AI system that Bitcoin Magazine has named the #1 crypto technology platform in the entire world among 1,500 global competitors. And what that super AI does is it works 24/7 to analyze global market data, and it predicts with uncanny accuracy the highs and the lows of crypto volatility. And so Block Trust IRA sells at the highs and then buys up again at the lows, which mitigates the volatility, all the while you stand to make incredible gains. That's why I've been a proud client of Block Trust IRA. I have my own account with them. I absolutely love them, and I know you will too. So if you've never gotten into the crypto game yet, let Block Trust IRA ease you in. Click on that link below or visit turleytalkscrypto.com and find out how they can help you join the Trump financial revolution that's finally giving forgotten Americans access to the greatest crypto wealth opportunity in history. And the best part, they're offering my viewers up to $2,500 in bonus crypto when you open up an account with them. It's absolutely amazing. Do not wait on this. Visit turleytalkscrypto.com. That's turleytalkscrypto.com. Now, obviously, Nick Shorter's undercover video blew that narrative apart. Again, like Nick Shirley's investigative work in Minneapolis that helped topple the political career of Tampon Tim, conservative independent journalists are doing the work that the legacy media is supposed to do. Real investigative journalism. And because of the internet, we the people are now in a position to fact check the legacy media. We're in a position to fact check Hilton Hotels or Everspeak Management. This is the beauty of what's called techno-populism, where technology is liberating populations from reliance on the old liberal industrial institution.
Hang on another second. All right, I'm back.
Like the legacy media. And so when Nick published that video showing that the hotel was lying to the public, that they were telling the public one thing, but telling federal agents at their hotels another, that's when Hilton finally hit the panic button. Hilton has now officially announced that it is terminating the franchise relationship with this Minneapolis hotel and removing the hotel from its system, saying, quote, a recent video, that's Nick's, clearly raises concerns that they are not meeting our standards and values. We are taking immediate action to remove this hotel from our systems. Hilton is and has always been a welcoming place for all. But here's where things get even sweeter. The General Services Administration, which oversees the operation of government agencies and services, has reviewed the incident and found the hotel in clear violation of federal lodging rules. They immediately removed the Hampton Inn Lakeville from all government booking systems, fed rooms, emergency lodging, long-term stays. That means zero federal employees at all will ever stay at that hotel again. Zero. No military, no law enforcement, no federal employees can book there on official travel. The revenue tap has been shut off.
Uh-huh.
Congress, in the meantime, is also demanding accountability with oversight letters pressing Hilton and DHS for answers. So the feds have already weaponized their wallet here, cutting off taxpayer dollars and blacklisting the property from the $5 billion federal travel market, which for a hotel, that's a death sentence. A hotel that's already struggling post-COVID with filling all available rooms. Gang, that's a nightmare. What this Minneapolis hotel is learning the hard way, unfortunately, is that what's called consumer politics works both ways.
Yeah.
Consumer politics can boycott. Consumer politics basically involves weaponizing your wallet politically, and involves boycotts and boycotts, right? You refrain from buying from businesses that offend your values, and then you intentionally buy from businesses that affirm your values. Consumer politics can boycott federal ICE agents, no question. But the Fed can turn around and boycott that hotel in retaliation. Consumer politics works in both directions. And by the way, it's just the beginning. What do you think is going to happen now that this story has gone national?
Yeah.
Why don't we go woke? Analysts estimate Anheuser-Busch took about a $1.4 billion, yes, that's billion with a B, hit in North American revenue and saw tens of billions of dollars wiped out from its market value in the aftermath of the Dylan Mulvaney campaign. We saw similar consequences for Target.
Yeah, and I figure I'd do something different. I'm going to see what else that Dr. Steve Turley here has. Let's see. Okay. Are we seeing the revitalization of Christian civilization? For decades, the world has been dominated by a process known as globalization, a secularizing economic and political system that hollows out and erodes the cultures, traditions, customs, and religions, all the while conditioning populations to rely on the expertise of a tiny class of technocrats for every aspect of their social and economic lives. Until now, all over the world, there's been a massive blowback against the anti-cultural processes of globalization and its secular aristocracy. And it's just the beginning. I believe that the secular world is at its brink, and a new conservative age is rising. Join me each week as we examine these worldwide trends, discover answers to today's toughest challenges, and together learn to live in the present in light of even better things to come. This is Turley Talks. Okay.
Disney, Cracker Barrel, corporations that go woke inevitably go broke. So where does Hilton land?
Yeah.
So
Wait a minute.
far, it looks like they panicked and they course corrected very, very quickly. Hilton, at least for now, is signaling that it does not want to die on the altar of anti-ICE activism. But make no mistake, this is a warning shot. If corporate America doesn't learn from Bud Light, Target, Disney, and now this Hilton fiasco, voters and consumers will keep doing what they've already proven they can do. Walk away, take their dollars elsewhere, and let woke capitalism find out the hard way that patriotism still pays and contempt still costs. It's time all of us to let the boardrooms know you can choose wokeness or you can choose your customers, but you can't have both. If you love seeing faith, family, and freedom winning again, you'll love Turley Clips. These are short, uplifting highlights from our show filled with stories of renewal, courage, and hope that prove a new conservative age is rising every...
Okay, what is this now? Jordan Peterson leaves Joe Rogan speechless on, let me see, on the Bible?
If many of you have heard about the recent episode of Joe Rogan...
Hang on. Give me a second. All right, I'm back.
Podcast where he interviewed the renowned Jordan Peterson, and at a number of points in their conversation, the subject turned to Peterson's view
Yeah, please thumbs up to the program.
on Christianity, which included a profound explanation of the role of the Bible in the formation of Western civilization. Rogan sat rather spellbound as Peterson detailed what the Bible actually is and its significance for cultivating the world as we know it. And what I found so fascinating by Peterson's explanation was how well it resonated with what cultural anthropologists have been observing about the inherently religious foundations of all civilizations around the world and why our current secular world is beginning to implode. So what I want to do is play you Peterson's explanation of the Bible, and then I'm going to compare it to what cultural anthropologists are saying to help us better appreciate why secular liberalism is waning and why a new post-secular age is rising. If categories dissolve, especially fundamental ones, the culture is dissolving because the culture is a structure of category. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. Right. So, in fact, culture is a structure of category that we all share. So we see things the same way. Well, that's why we can talk. I mean, not exactly the same way, because then we'd have nothing to talk about. But roughly speaking, we have a bedrock of agreement. That's the Bible, by the way. So I just walked through the Museum of the Bible in Washington. That was very cool. It's a very cool museum.
So the structure, that's what the Bible
it's what I figured out. I just figured this out this week. So it was a cool thing to walk through because it's chronological. They have one floor which is the history of the Bible. Mm-hmm. But it's not exactly that. It's really what it is the history of the book. Now, in many ways, the first book was the Bible. I mean, literally, because at one point there was only one book. Like, as far as our Western culture is concerned, there was one book. And for a while, literally, there was only one book. And that book was the Bible. And then before it was the Bible, it was it was scrolls and it was writings on papyrus. But we were starting to aggregate written text together. And it went through all sorts of technological transformations. And then it became books that everybody could buy, the book everybody could buy. And the first one of those was the Bible. And then it became all sorts of books that everybody could buy. But all those books, in some sense, emerged out of that underlying book. And that book itself, the Bible isn't a book, it's a library. It's a collection of books. And so, what I figured out was, partly because I was talking to my brother-in-law, Jim Keller, who's the world's greatest chip designer and has now designed a chip that's as powerful as the human brain, which is optimized for artificial intelligence learning, by the way. And so I talked to him about that. He said, "You heard of the internet?" I said, "Yeah, Jim, I've heard of the internet." He said, "This is way more revolutionary than that." So, in any case, we were talking about meaning in text because we were talking about translation and the problem of understanding text. And Jim said, the meaning of words is coded in the relationship of the words to one another. And the postmodernists make that case, that all meaning is derived from the relationship between words. That's wrong because, well, what about rage? That's not words. And what about moving your hand? That's not words. So it's wrong, but part of it's right because the meaning we derive from the verbal domain is encoded in the relationship between words. So now then you think, well, let's think about the relationship between words. Well, some words are dependent on other words. Some ideas are dependent on other ideas. The more ideas are dependent on a given idea, the more fundamental that idea is. That's a definition of fundamental. So now imagine you have an aggregation of texts in a civilization. You say, which are the fundamental texts? And the answer is, the texts upon which most other texts depend. So you put Shakespeare way in there in English because so many texts are dependent on Shakespeare's literary revelations. And Milton would be in that category, and Dante would be in that category, at least in translation. Fundamental authors, part of the Western canon, not because of the arbitrary dictates of power, but because those texts influenced more other texts. And then you think about that as a hierarchy, okay, with the Bible at its base, which is certainly the case. Now imagine that's the entire corpus of linguistic production, all things considered. Now how do you understand that? Like, literally, how do you understand that? The answer is you sample it by reading and listening to stories and listening to people talk. You sample that whole domain. You build a low-resolution representation of that inside you, and then you listen and see through that. And so it isn't that the Bible is true. It's that the Bible is the precondition for the manifestation of truth, which makes it way more true than just true. It's a whole different...
Hang on again. Okay, I'm back. All right.
Kind of true. And I think this is not only literally the case. Factually, I think it can't be any other way. It's the only way we can solve the problem of perception.
All right, so what Jordan Peterson just said there, in many respects, should...
There, Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states. Everyone on the planet...
shake all of us out of our ridiculous secularized stupor that's been operative in the West from at least since the end of the 18th century Enlightenment, that spent so much time and effort at marginalizing the Bible and pushing it to the periphery of human life. All we need is science, blah, blah, blah. What Peterson just said there exposes how ridiculously and pathetically foolhardy that secularized project has been, and why it's losing. Why we are more and more entering into what scholars call a post-secular world. Now, what Peterson was dealing with there was the profound question: how does a civilization share a common understanding of the world? How is it possible for tens, if not hundreds of millions of people to come to share an overall fundamental point of view? A point of view that's not only shared, but is also unique to any given civilization. Obviously, each one of us has our own unique sense of things. We all have our personal understanding of that fundamental civilizational point of view. But in order for us to communicate, we have to share some perspectives in common. And those perspectives are unique to civilizations. And so in answering that question, Peterson singled out both the verbal and literary domain as the place in which that shared point of view is derived and cultivated. So for Peterson, for many, many scholars, how we perceive the world, our collective point of view, is inevitably shaped by our language, by the words we use, both in speaking and in reading, because words provide a library of meaning for us, which of course in many ways starts with our own personal names, right? Our names define us as over and against others, particularly our last names. So words inform our worldview because they provide definition and meaning to life. But what Jordan Peterson didn't mention there is that this has been a major issue for cultural anthropologists for at least the last 100 years in their studies. Cultural anthropologists recognize that words and language can be a huge problem for a functioning social order. I mean, think about it. With words, I can certainly do all kinds of wonderful things, right? I can talk and imagine concepts like cosmologies and qualities like good and evil and abstractions like capitalism and, values like honor and chivalry. I can express wishes and dreams. I can use future tense to talk about things to come, past tense to talk about things that were. But I can also use words to deceive, to manipulate, to mislead. In short, to lie. It's so
yes.
fascinating that in the Bible, the very first sin involved deception, with the question, did God really say? So lies are a major problem for any society. And the question is, how do we know who we can trust when we're all capable of lying to each other? But there's another problem as well, and that's the problem that anthropologists call babble. And this isn't just the problem of not understanding other languages, because those would be different civilizations. No, here the problem is the inevitability of contradiction within the civilization. If I say Zeus is Lord, inevitably someone's going to come around and say, no, Zeus is not Lord. If I say that person over there is a good person, inevitably someone else is going to come in and say, no, that person is a bad person. And here's the problem. Who's right? Two contradictory statements cannot both be true at the same time and in the same context. As Aristotle would point out, all you'd have to do is argue with me, and you've proved the point. You'd be arguing for one position as over and against its opposite. Two contradictory views cannot both be true at the same time, same context. So how do we know who's right? Especially if we all could be lying. The use of language is a major obstacle to a functioning social order. Now, cultural anthropologists have long recognized that there's actually only one solution to this problem of the lie and of babble. There's only one thing that can ultimately overcome this confusion, and that one solution is, in a single word, religion. Yeah. Cultural anthropologists have long recognized that religion alone provides the solution to the problem of the lie.
Oh, yes. Why we need religion? Stephen Asma, an agnostic, argues powerfully that religion is natural and beneficial. Is it such a leap to be grounded in truth?
The Babel. And this is because historic religions forge
what wait a minute.
The sacred.
Okay, is it such a leap to believe grounded in truth? Okay.
And the sacred is a particular kind of discourse. It's a particular kind of speech or text that's set apart from everything else. That's what we mean by sacred, right? It's completely and wholly removed from mundane life. It's set apart from everything else in that it expresses what is unequivocally, absolutely, and unquestionably true. And the point here is that the sacred has to be true. It's not proven to be true, because why? Because whatever you're using to prove its truth is itself the sacred. Its truth is unquestioned and absolute. You see, there's really no way we can get around this. Every civilization has to have a fundamental starting point that not only is absolute, it has to be absolute. It has to be unquestionable in and of itself. Otherwise, we'll never get past the problem of the lie. If the sacred could just as easily lie as anything else, then by definition it's not sacred. It's not completely set apart and uncontaminated by the mundane. The sacred, by definition, cannot possibly lie. And so once we have a sacred word given to us by a source that is itself sacred, hence God, or the gods, or divine being in some sense, once we have a sacred word, now we can resolve the problem of the lie. We have absolute truth upon which to establish our social order. The sacred establishes truth and is therefore able to decide who's right among all the babble, right? All the differing contradictory opinions. This is what Jordan Peterson means when he talks about the Bible being way more true than just truth, right? For Western civilization, the Bible is the foundation of truth. It's the precondition for the manifestation of truth. And therefore, it is no coincidence that the more we marginalize the foundation of truth from our society, the harder it will be to define what a woman is. Now, of course, Rogan has said some pretty dumb things about the Bible in the past, particularly the New Testament. And what Peterson is calling him out on, at least inadvertently, is that the moment Rogan starts beating up on the Bible, whether he likes it or not, Rogan is ultimately deferring to an alternative sacred, an alternative foundation that is assumed to be every bit as unquestionable and absolute as Western civilization believed the Bible once was. And I'd be very curious to probe whether that alternative sacred could even remotely match the civilizational power and influence of the Bible, which civilizational scholars admit is utterly extraordinary. Peterson got into the verbal domain, the literary canon inspired by the Bible. Augustine, Dante, Chaucer, Shakespeare, Solzhenitsyn.
Ever wondered how you could buy property without anyone knowing you own it? Well, I'm driving back from helping my client do it.
The Bible. Augustine, Dante, Chaucer, Shakespeare, Solzhenitsyn. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Our musical tradition, from Gregorian chant to Johann Sebastian Bach, our artistic tradition of Michelangelo and Raphael and Rembrandt, rooted in the church's iconography, our architectural tradition inspired by visions of the new creation. Many European cathedrals are 144 cubits tall, which corresponds to the height of the city of God in the book of Revelation. Our legal tradition, which is rooted in the medieval canon law of the church. Our economic system, credit, is a term derived from the Latin credo, which means I believe. Credit was considered in the medieval church a domain of faith. We could go on and on and on. The Bible is indeed the foundation for how Western civilization developed over the last 2,000 years, which makes it the single most unique book of our culture and society. Jordan Peterson mentioned having this epiphany while he visited the Bible Museum in D.C. I've been there, and after walking up a cascading set of glass stairs to the first floor, I encountered a prominent sign summarizing the museum. Perhaps no other book in history has had a greater impact.
Let's see. Perhaps no other book in history has had a greater impact than the Bible. It is most widely published. It is the most widely published book ever, read by people in thousands of languages all over the world. In some cultures, its stories, expressions, and ideas have been so thoroughly absorbed they seem almost invisible. The exhibits in these galleries invite you to discover the Bible's presence around you, often in unexpected places hidden in plain sight.
Than the Bible. It is the most widely published book ever, read by people in thousands of languages all over the world. In some cultures, its stories, expressions, and ideas have been so thoroughly absorbed, they seem almost invisible. The exhibits in these galleries invite you to discover the Bible's presence around you, often in unexpected places, hidden in plain sight. I can think of no better description for what Jordan Peterson has just done for all of us.
Oh.
Now, before you go, you will definitely want to check out my other video on Jordan Peterson teaching Joe Rogan about the cross. You're not going to want to miss that, so make sure to click on the link, and I'll see you over there. God bless.
Oh. Okay, well, that was interesting. So anyway, now there's something else I'd like to go over right now in regards to West of the Internet. Now, West of the Internet's rights had mentioned earlier, the video I did earlier, West of the Internet said that he does have, and I didn't even think that this was him at first, but the channel called It's a Clip Channel, which was what Worst of the Internet stated. Bridge may be in your man's DMs. Hikati has been going at WOTI right now for, re-uploading her stuff just to get his watch time and views in. So I will take a look at what's going on with that in a second. All right. So let's go and let's see that. Yeah, and if you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe. Uh, so anyway. Okay, now, this also has to do with Keldoge. Hikari versus Fresh Garbage via Keldoge. Let's see what this is.
Excuse my language, but maybe if she wasn't such a rotten bitch while she was here, I would... Should I pretend to be Vidal? Do you guys think that'll work? She was cruel.
Oh.
She was cruel. That's how I feel. Yeah. Yeah. And I said to you know, and could you get it?
Oh yeah, where Hikari went over my stream with Linda.
Garby, or were you blocked? Garby? Wait, hold on. It is fresh garbage. You want to talk? Sure, we can talk. Would you like a link, fresh garbage, YT? Wait, what? You can talk, but I'm not. What do you want, fresh garbage? What do you want? You want a link, fresh garbage? The only way I'm going to talk to you is with a link, bitch. Okay. Oh, nor will I ever be arrested.
My.
You don't know that. What kind of nonsense is that? Come on, right? Because let me tell you, no, the police where I live are not like that at all. Oh shit! That's the stuff. Oh my God, fresh garbage wants a link. All right, I'll drop it right in the chat. Are you gonna
great.
RP my stream? Fresh garbage. Let's work it out, fresh garbage. Let's work it out. Let's work it out.
Oh.
What just happened?
Keldoge is having technical difficulties.
You fucking bitch. Oh shit. Alright, hold on. You sure you want to come up here? She thinks you're gonna lose. I don't even know how to drop this shit. Hold on. If I get RP'd up in here, I wouldn't be RP'd. If I get any kind of shit. How the fuck do I even share this? There we go. Present a raggedy.
You gotta put the link in the chat, Hikari. That's how you do it.
Bitch. A raggedy racist cunt. Who was doxing me for no fucking reason.
Oh no.
What is your beef? Here you go. Here you go, fresh garbage. Just work it out, baby doll.
Uh-huh.
Alright, there we go. So I'm waiting. I will tell you this right now. You don't know that. Okay. You don't know. You can't see the future. The only thing, okay, as of fairly recently, people are more than welcome to look into this all they want to. I've shown proof of it. The only thing that happened to me as of fairly recently in terms of getting arrested was I got because I started driving recently, right? And I wasn't aware of the fact that by the way, fresh garbage, the first thing you should explain is why you had she's here.
Yeah, I didn't know about the fucking statute. That there's a statute in place requiring you to use crosswalks. So I got a citation for it.
Hold on, don't even fucking talk. Hold on. Alright. And you're listening to me. What up, yo? What?
Hi.
Yo, what?
How you doing?
What? What?
How you doing?
Are you streaming now? What do you want? What do you want?
Actually.
All right. So what's up? What's up?
I want to know what you are taking me to court for.
I'm taking you to court for being a fucking cunt.
I don't.
And also,
I don't think that's illegal.
Oh well, I never said I was taking you to criminal court. I said I'm going to sue you. Okay, ma'am.
You're going to sue me for being a cunt. Okay.
Yes, I'm going to sue you for being a fucking drunken.
You sound drunk as fuck right now.
Okay. So what exactly is it that you want? Because I could have sworn that you were crying on your stream.
Yeah, I did.
I'm not fucking done speaking. You said you were crying, right? And you were scared. And you said that you were scared of me because I had your address. So I wonder what the fuck you're doing on my panel right now.
I just want to talk. I want to talk.
All right. So what do you want to talk about with your harasser? Why do you want to talk about your harasser, bitch?
Yeah,
Who's
why?
my harasser?
Me.
No,
I'm your harasser.
No, I've covered this. No, I've said.
First of all, bitch, I don't watch you. Okay.
Mm.
Secondly, all right, bitch. If you're scared of me and you went up on panel running your fucking gullet, what the fuck are you doing in my goddamn panel right now?
I think you're ridiculous.
Okay, but are you scared? But are you scared?
I'm not.
Oh
my God, you gotta be. Oh my God.
But you're not scared though. But you went up on your motherfucking panel and pretended that you were scared though, right? And you was talking about how, oh my God, she's bodega, even though you wanted to scissor her world, right? Bitch, you did that. So I'm confused.
Give me another second. All right. Let's continue.
What the fuck you're doing on my panel right now when you said that you were scared of me, bitch? Explain it.
Are you okay?
No, I hate white bitches. I hate white
You
bitches.
hate
that
white.
fucking-
You hate
I,
people.
no, I hate white bitch. No, I hate white bitches.
But you're taking me to court for being
I
racist.
hate white
You're
bitches.
taking me to court for being racist. But
I
you hate
hate
white bitches.
white bitches that cat.
Okay.
I hate white bitches
daughter,
that
why
cat.
won't you debate me?
Uh-huh.
That cat for what?
Hillbilly Belinda. I hate white bitches that cat for Hillbilly Belinda. Like you.
What did she do to you?
Hecate,
You cried. You cried.
Debate me.
Belinda.
Yes, I did.
Debate
Okay,
me.
I said it was silly.
Because you were scared of me. Because you were scared of me.
She was
Right?
scared of Hecate's daughter.
Why did you cry?
Why did you cry? Why did you cry?
I was annoyed.
Why?
I was annoyed.
Why were you annoyed?
No. Why did you cry?
Oh.
Because I was annoyed.
Oh no! Why did you cry?
And
No.
I said it was silly, and I said people are free to laugh at my fucking crying stream.
Why did you cry?
Why did you threaten to kill yourself, Hecate? Why did you threaten to kill yourself?
I'm not scared of you, though. I'm not
But
scared
that's
of
not.
you.
But that's not what you said.
No, I'm not scared of you, though. So, I think you're ridiculous.
Well, that's not what you said, Fresh Garbage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not scared of you now.
Oh, okay. Why are you scared of me now, Fresh Garbage?
Because I can see how fucking stupid you are.
Oh, okay. So
You
you
are so ridiculous. You are still going with the thing that
We diffies, we sexy bitch.
And you look like John Goodman.
Yeah.
And your mother is rolling around.
Yes, I know. My mom's dead. I'm fat. Blah blah blah. Yes, I get it.
And your mother never loved you, bitch. That's your problem.
She actually did. Very much.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't. You were never loved. If you were loved, you wouldn't behave the way that you behave. You were never loved.
Did your mom love you?
Nope. But I did better than you.
What?
I don't think you're doing better than me. Actually.
Oh, definitely. I'm definitely doing better than you. Explain to me.
Are you? Are you?
Well, I mean,
You're in your 40s selling your pussy.
I will sell my
You're doing better than I am?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Show me a picture of your boyfriend right now.
Oh.
I'm not going to do that because I'm not.
Can you explain to me why
boyfriend right now?
You have been acting like you're afraid of me and you're on my panel right now?
I said. I was annoyed. And yes, I had the fucking crying streak. I know. But now...
No. You acted afraid. You weren't just lying,
you were
bitch.
afraid.
You said you were afraid. You said you were afraid. And I want to know why the fuck your fucking flat booty ass, thin lipped, motherfucking no dick getting ass is over here right now talking shit. If you're afraid of me.
I'm not scared. I said I'm
why?
not scared of you. I'm not.
She's not scared of Hikari. Okay. Well, you basically begged Hikari for a link, so something must be on your mind.
I'm not afraid of you, dude.
So you lied. So you lied then when you played.
Yes.
That you were scared.
I'm afraid of you.
So you were never. Whoa, bitch. You were never afraid of me. So wait. So you were never afraid of me then?
I wasn't afraid of you per se. I was annoyed. I was annoyed at the shit that you were pulling.
Carrie Ann.
Calling me multiple times.
How many times did I call you fresh garbage?
5
Lies. And I can show my report on my phone that that's a lie. Post the picture.
So what, 3 times? So
I'll tell you exactly. I called you one time, and then it rang out. I called you a second time. You answered the phone, and then we argued over bullshit for 2 seconds. And I thought, you know what?
45 minutes.
not really.
Actually, shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
No.
Oh yeah.
You're lying already. No.
Well, when I subpoena my court.
Yeah, fine. You called the first time. I didn't answer. You called the second time. You were like, I just wanted to make sure this is actually your number. And I was like, okay, fuck. And then you called me the third time, and you were like, let's just talk this out. And that was like the 45 minutes.
Okay, so I called you one time, it rang out. The second time, you're saying I said I just want to talk it out. And the third time was what?
The third
turn my shit down in the background, you fucking bitch. I can hear myself echoing, you fucking cunt. You have no content unless you're harassing me.
Carrie Ann.
Turn it down. I can hear myself.
Carrie Ann, it's me. I want you to baby.
All right, well, then you're going to have to go backstage like you're Hussy.
Oh no.
There you go.
Oh no.
She says I called her multiple times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, whatever the fuck. The first time, it rang out. The second time, she admits, right, that it was a little petty argument. The third time, we had a discussion. But the bitch still went on her fucking panel, right, and cried. Right? Right. She's still back there. Hello?
Hi.
Hi, sweetie pie.
So yes, the third time you called me. Yeah. And you were like, oh, well, we can just like work it out. I don't want to.
What? I said we can work it out? I thought you said I was harassing you. And then,
That's actually, okay, that's how you started the phone call. Why don't you just release the phone call? Because I know you have it recorded. Because you have it recorded, right? So, no, you did that. You were like, okay, I'm going to take, no.
what?
Bitch.
Talk to me, baby. Tell me.
No, you said, I don't want to have to do this. You're going to go to jail. You're going to be arrested. You're going to be taken to court. Yes, this was you, dum-dum.
So basically, when you went and cried and you said to Tasha, hey, you're enabling her, I'm scared, I have anxiety.
What else has Tasha been doing recently?
You, is what you're saying. You were not.
I want to see what else Tasha's been up to, and then I'll get back to this. Yeah, so Tasha had a real round table discussion that was shared quite a bit recently with Jessica Messica regarding there was a situation with Jessica Messica and Natter, right? Anyone remember when Hurl said Joe Mama went into Jessica's Discord, wanted to see SGM's peen? Call out whoever this is to him, okay? I'll keep asking for peen pics, okay? Coon, get fucked, Coon. Worry about your dead marriage, okay? At Greg Lurk is back, at GP316, at Bad Man, at Her World, at Jessica Meska YouTube, at Yo Mama, this you. What the hell? Yo Mama was in the Discord asking for dick pics. Yo Mama straight popped into Meska's Discord proclaiming he was there for SGM's dick pic. Tasha responds with, whoa, what? Oh, there's actual messages. Yo Mama says, I am here to see SGM's pickle. I seen Yo Mama. Yo Mama says, all the shit I catch for being in this Discord, well, I am going to ask for something. Uh-huh. All right. So I suppose that's all that's been going on. Okay. Tasha, 3 days ago, Tasha says, so I know the male audience is small, but men, it's your turn. Pick a lady you find attractive. It can be any woman in and out of in or out of girl world. I have a few names already, but more would be good for a decent length video. Y'all can pick multiple women. Okay. Give me another second here. I'm gonna do some more real quick hood pussy dabbling, and I'll be back shortly. All right, I'm back. Hello, Capone Boxer. Yes, hit the like, and if you would like to run me more of that vape money, feel free to go ahead and donate to my Cash App or PayPal, which they're pinned to the chat. Oh yes, help feed Russ's habits. Okay, let's continue with this.
Afraid. I was irritated, right? And yes, I cried. And I've already explained that, yeah, I was having a bad fucking day. All right? And I know, I cried.
Why? Why were you having a bad day? Wait, but what happened? Wait, what happened? Why was your day so bad? What happened?
It's not your business. I don't normally cry. Okay. But yes, you can make fun of me crying on stream all day. I don't care. But after that, I was like, no. I'm not scared of you. I'm not afraid of your bullshit.
Were you ever afraid of me, though? Because I'd be so offended. Or were you ever afraid of me? Ever?
Or no, yeah, well, I'm sorry. You'd be offended if I was not scared of you?
Yeah, because you've been acting like you're afraid of me, so, you know.
Obviously, I'm not anymore, right? I had the
but you were? Oh, my God,
I had the
why?
one fucking time where I was like...
Why were you ever afraid of me? Why?
Yeah, that's a good question. Should I not be afraid of you?
Tell me why you were afraid of me, because you said that I was...
Yeah, and by the way, Capone, I hope that you're doing good. I'm glad that you're here.
Zoom, go catch Zoom, and I'm all this shit.
And speaking of Zoom, did you know...
No. We'll talk about Zoom if you want, but first.
We can't talk about Zoom. We can do that.
We
can
can
do that all day, every day.
But first, tell me why.
You're friends with Zoom's friends. Oh.
Guys, her fresh garbage's echo is probably.
Like I said, if you want to support the show and the channel, feel free to run up my Cash App or PayPal. Thank you, please and thank you.
She has an echo feature.
Oh, the guy you spent like what 12, 24 hours going on about like, oh, I'm gonna catch Zoom. He's such a creep.
And before I hear, oh God, he's out here grifting again. I gotta eat just like everybody else. FFG was legit scared. She was threatened and it spooked her. Okay.
But turns out you are best fucking friends. His friends. Oh my God.
You caught me. Can you explain why you were?
Yes, that means.
Okay, let me see. When is it that she? Hold on. When is it that she went?
But after as I said, people are
that.
Jessica Metzger is also a farmer. Oh no. Jessica Metzger is also a farmer.
No, she's not.
She sure the fuck is. She sure the fuck is.
No, Jessica.
Yes, she is. I have a fucking clip. Yes, she is. Jessica Metzger is a Kiwi farmer.
No, she's not.
She sure the fuck is. She sure the fuck is.
No.
I have the clip.
No.
Yes, she is.
She has an account. She's not a farmer. There's a difference. There's a difference. You know there's a difference.
No, she has posted enough. She has posted enough to know that people have caught on to what she's saying. Yes.
I don't care. I don't care.
Right. It doesn't matter. Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
That's right. That's right. It doesn't matter.
Can someone do something funny for a change? I don't know.
It doesn't matter. Because Jessica's a nigga. It doesn't matter.
Oh my God, you're so stupid. You're so fucking dumb. Anyway, what are you taking to court for? What are you taking to court for? I can't wait.
I don't know why you're asking me that when you say it's nothing.
Yeah, I'm not. I would like to apologize, but I'm not gonna sit here and listen to any more of that. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Thank you to everybody again for joining me. And I hope you all have another great rest of your day. Ugh.